this week I've got about three of those.
You got three.
Yeah.
3 1R losses in a row.
Yeah. Not in a row, but yeah, got three this week.
Yeah, I can see what's wrong here straight away. I can understand why you did that, which is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just depending, this SR in here, where's that on these ones?
I can't see your cursor. This one.
Yep. Where's that SR on the wider time frame?
It's this one here.
Yep. Sorry, say again. It's which one?
It's this SR here.
Oh, just give me 1 sec. Sorry, I've got to get your cursor going. Okay, go again. So it's 1 to 15, 120. Okay, so it's that there. So it that was just this little spike in here.
Yeah.
So your actual turning over is on this side. Do you use the regression?
I do.
You do? Where's that?
Yeah.
Is that on another computer, another screen, or is that actually on your...
I generally have it here. I can just pop it on here. This
Okay.
So it's this one here.
Okay. Yeah, it just wanted to have that final push, didn't it?
Yeah.
And that's a 5 minute. Yep. Because even if we take that down to 1 minute, is that it there? No.
No.
Where is it?
I'll have to go back to 16. So I've just done it. So there are 2 tabs. This is 5 minute.
Okay.
And then this one's
the 1 minute. So you've got multiple screen. Do you have it running on the other while it's happening, or do you have to flick between?
No, I have it running on the one multiple screens.
Okay.
So that's the 1 minute.
Okay. See how this is all still? Yep. Your trade's here, isn't it? Yep. And this is what's very good about this regression, is it makes you just wait a little bit longer, until it fully turns over, because this is a 1 minute, right? Got to really wait for that, the reversal signal, which will be... We're just wondering as well, it just wanted to poke. This is a liquidity grab, right? So I can understand what you've done here, but the problem is, where's your toolbar? Here. Is that that fractal high there, has not made a higher high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure, we want to get, we've got it's got to flush all of the sellers out, okay? Because there's no more sellers below there. But what's good about this regression line, it kind of forces you to hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, it can give you false signals like this, okay? And, you're not completely wrong. I mean, anyone could get this, do that, okay? And it's legitimate. At least you've got a smaller stop on it.
Yeah.
Yep. Now with this,
in there because of 15,100, I thought it was just too close. Maybe it's reversing as well.
15,100. Yeah. Well, there's your 100 level, so it's come right into the level. Okay, and this is what I'm going to talk about with this one as well. You've got your handle in here. What you got in here? Got everything. There's your handle. You mark the handles in?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you got your handle in there. Okay, now this is what I do. Okay. Let's talk about this trade in here. Now, if you're going to trade this, basically you're expecting this to come a bit further down. You're thinking that that's a double top. The actual double top, I mean, you've almost got it. That's not the double top. This is the double top. Yep. Okay, there's the double top. Okay, that's obviously come to the 618 before it's kept going. Okay, but if you're going to trade, okay, you've got two ways of doing this. Okay, what you've done here is you might be coming in too late. That's pretty aggressive to the upside side off the 100 level. Okay, so that's bullish engulfing on a wider time frame, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So for it to come all the way back, it's not really going to do it, is it? Right? If we take a Fibonacci, if we take a fib of that, it's basically the 382. So you're selling the 382 off a major leg. This is very important. Okay, if you've got bullish engulfing of some sort, okay, where it's quite steep, you've got green candles, no red candles at all, okay, it's going to come back to the 382 and then have another go because it becomes cheap. Yep. Okay, it's not going to come all the way back, unless you're in a consolidation zone, right? But that, for me, that's come off the 100 and that's quite steep, isn't it? There's barely any red candles in there. Yep, down candles. So, and we've come up into a confluence area of this VWAP 200 period MA. Let's keep going with it. And the 618, isn't it? Okay. So your trade, right, depending on what system that you're following, okay, and I'm assuming that you're not following a Lorenz system, are you? Or are you following the Lorenz?
No, I'm only using Lorenz
for the assistance. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Your trade is up here, right slap bang in the middle of that. Yeah. Okay. The guys who are bravest get the best results because you're getting into the trade sooner. Yep. Yeah. I'm not sure what this is. But and we'll talk about that in a second. This trade in here, okay, so let's undo it all so I don't muck everything up. Okay, so your trade's here, right on that, because you would have seen that that's the 618 there, that's the 200 period moving average, that's the VWAP there. Waiting for it to come all the way over here is too late, especially with that. It's upside because this is the 382 back to the upside. So what I want you to do, just give this a go, okay? And write this down, what I'm just about to say to you, okay? I want you to identify the confluence level, okay? It's got to be at least three components to the confluence level. And I want you to come in right on the dot, okay? Don't wait for it to turn. Come in right on the dot, okay? You're the first mover, okay? But it's got to be a confluence level, okay? VWAPs are good. 382s, 618s, 50s, 200 MA, the big guys, okay? We're looking for the big guys. And to identify where these big guys are is not on the 1 minute. It's on the 15 and the 4 hour, okay? Now, where's our big guy in here, do you reckon? Can you just tell me two big guys that have happened this week on the 4 hour? Not necessarily a confluence level, but it can be a confluence level, but tell me two big guys that you can see. Point them out. Where are the two massive levels this week?
That level?
Yes, right there. Yeah. Right there. You've got the midline of the channel, right? Look at it. It's like to the fucking tick, right? Yeah. You've got, what else you got here?
The midline of the channel there.
Yep. What else? If you're unsure, just say Can you point it out?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll tell you what you've got. I mean, I can. You've even drawn it in there. You've got SR from here. There's a support, turns, resistance. Remember our story? Down, up, down, up, down, down. Right? Support
Support becomes resistance.
turns resistance.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. What else? What you haven't drawn in here? Let me just delete that. What would you do? I'd probably grab this,
Oh.
and I'd grab this
Yeah,
and go like that.
Yeah.
382. Let's go. Let's do the whole leg. Not quite. Doesn't quite work in there. But we've got 382 hanging around in here as well. Yep.
Yeah.
If we zoom in further, this is a 4 hour, and we go like this. Because this is what? Was the low. This is A, B, C corrective. Wow, look at that. So number one level, AB equals CD corrective, Elliott wave corrective, isn't it? Okay, so we've got ABC corrective, we've got SR, we've got midline of the channel. My God, I would sell that every day of the week.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, good.
Okay, so it starts here. Your analysis starts here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, then moves into here, then you execute in here, because you get the direction, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so sounds to me, you're paying me the big money to be a straight shooter with you. Okay, is that I've got the feeling that you're not seeing it, right? You're not analyzing properly. Yep. Do you agree or not?
Yeah, I'm paying more attention to the 1 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. You see me when I do. You're in the room every day when I start, aren't you?
Yeah.
What do I do? What's the first thing I do?
4 hours.
Start on the 4 hour. Yep. I start talking about the 4 hour straight away. Yep. That's where it all starts. I form my opinion. I pull all my fibs. I get it where I know where a price is at, and I've got a long story and I've got a short story. Okay. All right, mate. I've just got to run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, pal. We can go over. We can go a bit longer as well. Okay, because I don't have anything else. Just give me a sec. Okay. Okay, this is great. All right.
So that's that works. That's sort of in. That could be in and out.
Yep.
And then I'm paying attention to these two, but then these three are the ones that dictate the direction for me.
Okay. All right. So you do have it, which is good. Okay. 2, 4, B and C. Yep. Okay. So what we might want to do is, as we go, because have you got channels in here somewhere?
No, I haven't.
No. All right. So let's add it. Okay. I'll get you to do it afterwards, but let's add in, identify the channel if there is one, identify SR if there is one, if there is some, identify Elliott wave, see here, Elliott wave fifth, all right, so, and then we can just go corrective. Yep, add to it, okay? What I want you to do is build it into your own thing, okay, as you learn more, okay? Don't just leave it as what I dictate to you, right?
Yeah.
This is the start. Because what I need, so confluence here, that's probably the last thing, right? So we obviously we will really want to go through and see, do we have delta? Do we have spaghetti? Is the first stuff? Where's the channels? Can I find Elliott wave? Where are we in Elliott wave? Any A, B, C, Ds? And I'm talking about 4 hour at this point, right?
Yeah.
fundamental levels, all those sorts of things. So we just got to go through systematically and identify them all. Okay. Then if we find an area of SR confluence on the 4 hour, then we're good. Then we move into the 15. Yep. Okay. All right. So, all right, let's go back to screen. Okay. So, going forward, okay, let's try coming in at the level rather than waiting for it to turn over. Okay, because there's this would have been a nice 20-pointer, okay, if you did that. If we do have a strong move to the upside off a significant level, it's not necessarily going to always just come straight back or even to the 50. 382 is strong. When we've got a strong momentum in one direction, it will only come back to the 382. Okay. Why have you gone long here?
I was sort of seeing a falling wedge forming there. I did enter quite early. It did turn into a falling wedge later on.
Yeah, because that's the 50% there.
Yeah.
So your buy is actually here. So if you're going to buy it, not like, okay, so stop trading breakouts. Okay? Forget about it. Trade the pullback. Deep. Yep.
My problem with this is I can't identify where the E point is early enough.
Okay, so let's do the count. Okay, so you've gone A, 0. No, 0's not there. 0's here. There's 0. A. B. C. D. Well, it's kind of not D. So this, if that's made a high, another high, new high, then this needs to be adjusted. Yep. And that's D. What's that? D. Where am I? Okay. I can barely see it. Then E. So D's up here. Then the break. Okay. So whenever we've got, when we're doing, okay, so it's come down. Okay. 0 will always start here. Okay, at the end, first point, 0, A, B, C, D, E. Yep. Okay. Okay, so give me a sec, mate. Something going wrong. So we were up to, yes, so A, B, C, D, E count, okay? When it's, okay, what I would write this down. I want you to don't trade breakouts, okay? Always trade the pullback and always trade it, try as close to the, or inside the confluence area, okay? Don't wait, okay? Now, if we do have a situation where, let's go to the 5 minute. Now, this is a completely different system in that, you know, this turns over, okay? Your trade's in here when it comes back. And you can see that we've got the confluence there of the 200. Yep. All right. So that's a different system though, okay? All right. Okay, so this one, that one, way better, see? You came in closer down here, okay? I would prefer you to come in because what you've got in here, that's the push off the level, okay? That's fairly aggressive. Wider time frames, that's a bullish engulfing, yep, right there. And this here is simply pull back to the 50, okay? In there. So there's your trade because you've got the touch of the lower trend line, you've got the 50%, okay?
that's very different to how I was trading it. I was sorry, Richard. I was sort of always waiting for it to break this and then come and touch that trend line
Yes,
here.
and it has done that. It has certainly done that. If we extend this out, it's there. Yep. Okay, but let's just give it a little bit more time. There's no rush. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think if you do those couple of things that I've asked you to do, right? Let's see whether you can pull it off. Okay, let's see what the results look like on it. Now, we remember that. Let me just pull up a Word document. I wrote it down yesterday or the other day. You won't be able to see it, but I'll be able to talk to you about it. There's four things that make an expert. Did you watch that video?
Haven't yet.
Please do. I think it's so accurate. It's, he's done a really good job on it. Let me just try and find it. Here it is. It's a valid environment, many repetitions, okay, timely feedback, and deliberate practice, okay? Many repetitions is good for us, okay? We've got replay on TradingView. There's a whole heap of replaying. You're trading every night, which is great. Timely feedback, where you can see whether you get it right or wrong straight away, pretty much, okay? Deliberate practice, meaning that you've got to force yourself to make the changes that we're talking about. Yep. Okay. And I'm sure you do that. You're a smart bloke. Yep. The problem that we have is valid environment. Okay. You need environment. So let's say that it's very hard to become an expert at trading roulette because the environment dictates that there is no possibility that you can become an expert at it, simply because every spin of the wheel is random. With what we're doing, it's very close. If we take an individual trade, it will be random, okay? But if we take a collection of trades based on the patterns that we recognize from many repetitions over deliberate practice, then we will find that there is a way of becoming an expert at this, right? So things like what we've discussed here, okay, it is super important that firstly you get it right, okay, which is feedback from me, but don't just take my word on it and wait for the next time that this happens. I want you to go back and I want you to go and find 10 examples, if not 20 examples, and I want you to make a really nice pretty picture of them, collect them in your book, and then show me next time, okay? And they're all absolutely perfect, okay? So that you know where the 0 point is, yep, and you know how to draw the trend lines, okay? I'm going to give you a little bit of a test right now, okay? Let's go to 5 minute, okay? Can you do what we've just spoken about here with the 0 A, B, C, D, E? Chuck in your trend lines first, and then do your count. Where's the 0? Where will 0 be?
0 would be here.
Great, so that's where the trend line starts. Beautiful. Okay, now do your count. Excellent. Great. Okay, perfect. Couldn't be any better. That's exactly right. Okay. If time was, let's do a vertical line, okay, let's say that we can't see to the right of this line, so D doesn't exist there, okay? Some of us may be calling D here, Yep. And E here. Okay. That can be that's reasonably valid. You might want to argue that that D point should meet the lower trend line,
yeah,
but we can argue. All right, fair enough. But there's no break. Okay,
yeah,
so therefore, if we've got something that's represents something like that, then this gets formed. Okay, because it did attempt to do it. Okay, it did attempt to break out, and then there was a retrace on the break there
yeah,
for a continuation, but it didn't do it. Turned around. So now that we've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 E, right, and this has kind of failed, you could even take a short there and it'd just be failed. Then you could take the long there because the regression's turned over as well. Okay, long there, and you didn't have to wait for the breakout. But what you would be doing is adjusting your trend line, wouldn't you? And then adjust your count.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Adjust your count. Okay. Obviously, back over to here. Yep. Okay. All right. So I want you to go back. I want you to do deliberate practice on that. Okay.
yeah.
Let me just do something for you. I've taken this straight from this video. There you go. Okay. Watch the video as well. Okay. So that you can understand what I'm talking about. Because that's the only way you can become an expert at this.
Yeah.
Expert at anything, that is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm also noticing that these patterns in a long run, they either keep you in the trade or tell you when the reversal is going to happen.
Correct.
When,
Yes.
yeah, on the
Yes.
financial.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of what I was talking about in that training video that I did on regression. It's an assistant to give you confidence just to hold on to it. Even if this pulls back, it's going to have another go to the upside, isn't it? So even if your target was up here, let's say that you've entered in down here, you can hold on to it, keep holding until it either turns over and then you get out at a worse spot, or just give it another go and then get out back at the top. So yes, I think it's good. It's kind of like a visual and mechanical way to just help you.
Yeah.
And I see here that you've gone short. Bam, right there. What's the reason for shorting that?
I think that was because of so on the 1 minute there probably was a half handle and
Half handle? And what else?
something there. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, usually with strength, yep. See how steep this has become, right? We just go with it. Okay, I can understand well, let me have a look on the 1 minute. Let's see what happened.
I think this was last night.
Yes, it was.
During the US session here, it was this one here.
You've gone half handle?
Half handle, and then I thought of this as could be weak rejection.
Nah, man. No, you need it a lot bigger, a lot more obvious than that.
Yeah.
And I would probably be looking more on the 4 hour and the 15-minute for something that's going to help out with that. Yeah, look at that bullish candle right there. That's huge. Look at the size of that candle.
I think that wasn't that way when I was taking the trade.
Well, you've come in here, which is pretty much close, and looking at the time, there's the change of the candle. Yeah, it would be pretty bullish, that candle.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's go back a step. There's your 100 period moving average. There's the top of all of this. Your trade is up here. Okay, which is
That was a double top.
up here.
Yeah.
Right there, there's your trade. So I want you to find your SR mainly on your 15 and 4 hour and go off that. Is that cool? All
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
because here there's SR there, right?
Yeah.
This is probably one of these. This is probably what you're not doing, right? There's your SR. So you've got SR 100 period moving average. Sell. Double
Yeah.
top confirmation. Sell here. There's your sell right there. So
Yeah.
when we're steep like this, don't go against it, right? Wait, really wait until you've got confirmation on 15, 4-hour 15, okay?
Yeah.
And then look for your pattern on your 1 and 5. Yep,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay? Because look at that. Zoop,
Yeah.
all the way. You've got a head and shoulders sitting there down there on the 700 level as well. Yep, I was in bed by this stage. I didn't trade it. Looks easy in hindsight, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
But yeah, you got to be, I think more patience, looking at your wider time frames for your SR levels, for sure. All right, let's go back to the next trade. I think it's back on the 16th, 17th.
I think
Yep,
that was
we did the
all
16th. Yep. Okay, great. Breakout. Perfect. The reason for this is on the open. No, that's 8:30 at night. Okay, so the reason for this one, double top.
Double top. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's good. You did the double top rule. Clear double top off your. There's two things you can do here. You can either take a short up in here, take your short up in there, at that VWAP. If other things were going your way, and it looks like there's SR there, but you did a double top rule, which is good. That's great. Excellent. I love volatility like this. Last 2 days have been pretty dismal, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to. It shows you that you've got to adapt pretty quickly, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was finding it hard to get a 1:1 yesterday.
Yeah.
When I was,
Yeah. That's why I only took. I took 2 10 pips. Mine was 2 10 pippers. 10 points. 1 9 point and 2 break evens. That's what I got. Because I was just couldn't get it. I was looking for longs in the wrong spots. Okay, so that's good. You came in there on this SR here.
yeah.
Okay, this one might have been a bit stronger because we've got the SR plus the FT50. Might have been a better spot there. What's the confluence there? Just this SR?
I think yes.
What else is there? Hang on, we could pull a fib. Pull a fib on this last leg. Is that what you did? 618. 618 and SR. Perhaps you've already got it in there. A fib. You can't remember what it was? Do you have it in you?
I would have written it down.
Okay. All right. Probably better. I mean, it's easy to say it in hindsight, but you had a go and you still won, which is good. 27 points, and what was this? 23. They're good. Love volatility. Just love it. Divergence, great. Good at. Yep. That's.
I missed my entry there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you. I mean,
I didn't take it.
You didn't take it, but I mean, you were on the right track. Yep.
Yes.
In hindsight, okay, in a perfect world, I mean, there's no such thing as perfect world, but we've got our divergence in here, which is good. We've got the cross up, and I know this is the 1 minute, 1 minute.
Yep.
Your trade's there.
Yeah.
Okay, because if we take that as a trend line, see how it's come back up.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's your. I mean, that's a falling wedge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, triple divergence even. I mean, that's really good. You know, when you get triple divergence, you got to take it every time, right?
Yeah.
Because we've
I'm
got
also
the.
starting to recognize taking a trade at the trend line because otherwise you only get 1:1.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Down here. That's your trade, isn't it? Wait for the break, take the pull back right on the regression line. That's an awesome trade. Yep. All right. So put that in your collection of awesome trades that you should always take. All right. So in there, I mean, that's perfect. Triple divergence, break, trade the pullback. Yeah. Miss the entry. I miss entries all the time. It's so annoying. And that's a conundrum that you have with trying to get the best entry is that you can miss a lot of them. Okay, what else we got? Oh, you took some days off here.
No, so this is the 18.
Okay. 25 points, 1.3 R. That's your starting. So you would have had your stop up here. Is that right?
Stop was a bit far, yeah.
Yeah. And then you came to here as it started moving, which is awesome. Perfect. One of these ones where you kind of want to just hold on to it for a lot longer. But you don't know, right? Where are we? We're all the way back here, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then it just started running. Okay. And then you took this one. That's good. 18 points. Excellent. Double top. Take the reversal. Have a look at this. Yeah, have a look at this. You've got... Let's take this. Take that to there. That's the 382, isn't it? That's double, even more confirmation. There's SR in there as well. Take that short every day of the week, wouldn't you? Stick that in your little memory bank. You take a photo of that one. That's perfect. See, this is that thing where you've got to do many repetitions. Take photos of every single thing that you can possibly do, and play it out in your mind, right? Because as soon as you see it, you don't hesitate. You just take it. Bam, there it is. I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. Bam, bam. All right, good. Very good. Where are we? What's the next one? Nice. 15,000 level. Very nice. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. Mate, that's confidence, isn't it?
Yeah, that was good.
That was good, man. That's really good. What's it look like over here? It's over here. Right. It's here. No, it's just here. It's the 3.8. It's this 236 level. No, it's up here. It's the... What is that? What's this 1:1? Oh no, that's that double top. It's kind of that 382 plus the 15,000, isn't it? 382 is right up here at 10. Yep. Okay. Mate, big rewards for guys with big balls, hey? And then you had another chop at it here. It's good. It's really good. And you got in? Oh, you missed it by a tick.
No, I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got the direction right. SR, kind of come back to meet this MA. SR, definitely the SR in there. Oh, mate, you're getting there, man. This is good. This is good. Yep, retrace onto there. Beautiful. Double top. This is when it's quite volatile, so it's easy when it's volatile, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's not volatile like last night, it gets hard, doesn't it? when you get battles between bulls and bears. Yeah, you're standing in front of a freight train there.
This is where I enter early. This is one of those things I didn't pay attention to.
Yeah.
Divergence. That was standing in front of the freight train.
Correct.
Basically.
Yep. You're going to get just run over.
Yep.
Oh, well, there's a, you paid your price on that one.
Yep.
This was better. You had a little double bottom in here. Way better. But hang on, you've come in. Why have you come in right at the bottom? Is there something else that's sitting there?
14,700 level.
It's a 700 level. Yep. So good. Fine. I'm not going to complain about that because it's basically gone from 850 to 700. That's 150 points. Yep. It will stop there. So in future, okay, you've identified that as a double, you've come in right on those 700. Great. Yep. But go, oh, this is actually, it's a double bottom because we've broken the neckline. Yep. Because I think I came in on this one, somewhere here, somewhere around here. So you go, okay, well, now that I'm already in it, it's a double bottom. Because I know once you're in it, everyone wants to go, okay, let's just get the money and get out. Or just get out, take the money and run, right? But, if we just go like that, you could, this could have turned into that.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Yeah. Once you identify it?
Yeah.
Okay. 382, mate. 382 is always the king. Yep. So this trade there. Does it make sense? 618, 382. Even if you come in at the 618, right? Way better. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. 382 of the big, if you get one, if something that's just bolting, trade the 382 every time. You'll just naturally find confluence levels there anyway, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's.
This is again that example of the time that you were talking about. Where is the DNE?
Yep.
Because it did turn into the wedge, and I took it.
I mean, this thing becomes invalid as soon as this happens, right? It's not a wedge. Okay, because you've already broken. This comes down to here as soon as you break it.
Okay.
Does it make sense? Okay. Yep. All right. So that's nothing. Okay. Because if you were doing it, that's now expanding, and it's not even. I mean, I know it's consolidating. You've got bulls and bears all over the place. But yeah, the wedge thing. No, you've just forget about that idea. Okay, as soon as you break this trend line, it becomes invalid. It's not the pattern. Remember when I've always said this, is if it doesn't look perfect, it's not it, because nobody else thinks it's it. Yep. Okay, that's a nice head and shoulders in there too, isn't it? Pull back. God, I just love volatility. See how I can just identify it? So bam, 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 bam. It's like the Matrix. I can just see it. It's like the, Neo right at the end of the Matrix, stopping all the bullets, right? I just got to get you to that same spot, right? And the only way to do it is this. Yep. Okay, next. Whoops. Yeah. What's the reasoning here? What's your reasoning to go short there, mate? Aha. This. SR. Whoops. SR in there. Yeah. If you're going to do the SR, come in there.
Yep.
Come in right on the level. Yep.
Yeah.
If you'd done that, you would have got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You may, if, once this had started moving halfway, you're probably out of break even anyway. So you were gone on that on break even anyway, right?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, but
Now that I'm thinking about it, it's also the second touch, second bounce.
yeah, well that's right. You know, you really want to come in on this
Yeah.
first. This first. That's the third touch of SR.
Yeah.
So that's third touch, and it's not. It just doesn't want to be over yet, does it? You can tell because we're still at the start of the session. Yep, always starts the sessions, right? You know, yesterday it took off, it ran. Sometimes they're just piano keys, right? So you've got to be careful
Yeah.
at the start of session, especially with wicks, right? Like a big wick at the start of the session. It's just, it could be just completely false because it's just a whole heap of robots and fund managers wanting to put their positions on for the day. All right, so that's that.
So this next one was actually
A zero, that's correct. A, B, C, D, E. Yep, that's correct. And
I
then
didn't treat
break.
that as I treated it. What did I treat it as? SR pullback.
It looks
Because
like you
OTD
pulled back. You're taking
yeah,
the 50, this
treated it as a pullback.
50% pullback
ABCDE was drawn later.
afterwards. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So because you've come in here, right?
Yeah.
You've come in on that candle,
Yeah.
and it's kind of halfway between 3-8 because we've got momentum. Yep.
Yeah.
So we've got struggle street. We've hit this level, right? Because you got this correct on this level, which is great.
Yeah.
Break. This is broken. This lower trend line broken. Retest at the 50%. 382, and you've come in between. Perfect. Great. Right? And you wanted to see it go further. You've got the VWAP in the middle here. Did you think to yourself, oh, because we've already go on over the top of the VWAP a couple of times, you thought the VWAP lost its validity?
I just wasn't sure where it would go at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, which probably means that the VWAP's lost its validity at that point.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, what we could do is we start going, okay, we're a likely target. So if that's there, we just go AB equals CD, and that it looks like you've already done it there, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Yep. So let me just change that. So that's not a bad target. So okay, this is something that might be missing in your recipe as well here, man, is that you go, I don't know where it's really going to go. Okay. In this session, let's just work on, getting those entries right on the dot. Okay. And what we've spoken about. I think next session, if you want to just write this down to remind me, is where do we put our target?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because putting it in a kind of a random no man's land, I mean, can work for you, but there's plenty of brick walls that you need to get through here before you.
I did have it at initially I had it here at the one level, and then I started looking at the ABCDE.
Yes.
That's forming.
Yep.
And so I started thinking about reducing it, and then went to 618, and then looked at the regression line to then decide how long should I hold this.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about those later, because usually you've got to think to yourself, how many brick walls do I have to get through to get to a certain target? If it's unlikely or you're going against the trend, then you might want to reconsider where you've got you need to consider heavily where you put your target as well as what you're doing with your stop. So it's the three components that are all making it up. Entry, I mean, we're still working on entry with you. Stop, I mean, you're doing the stop management pretty good because there's a lot of break evens that are coming in, okay, and you are moving it from here to here and then to break even, which is great. We've done that. But let's work on the targets next, because I probably, this is a tough one, because I mean you've got this MA here, 1,000 MA on the 1 minute. You had to get through that. I probably wouldn't have. I would have put my target in front of that, or right on that 1,000 MA. I would have only taken 30 out of that, because that seems safer to me. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Right on the dot. Great. And that was because of, what's the reason for this? Why enter there? SR, I can see SR's not quite there.
There's actually the S8.
Sorry?
800 level.
It's the 800 level?
Confluence as well.
Okay, so you got 800, which is just in front of the 800 plus this 100 MA or 500 MA. Okay. All right, worked for you. It's good. Your stop management is good, man, which is really good. You're getting there, mate. What's your macros look like? Have you got them?
Yeah, last week was good. So that was last week.
This is last week?
Have you seen now?
And this is all demo still?
This is demo, yeah.
Okay. All right, beautiful. Okay, so yeah, there's an issue there. That's good. That's reasonable. That's really good. And this is this week?
This is this week.
You might be over trading a bit there too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at Friday. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. What I want you to do when we hang up from this, I want you to see, out of all of the strategies, sort by strategy, and rank the strategies from best to worst based on your result. Can you do that for me?
I have done that.
Oh, what's the outcome?
Let me see if this has. SR is the highest.
Yep.
50 rules next.
Yep. Well, you've only got you've got limited data, so it could be faking. But SR, 42% win rate on SR, but you need
to. That's pullback. SR pullback generally.
Yeah. SR pullback. Okay. You need to add in here System R.
Okay.
Right? System risk to reward ratio. And do you know how to do that based on this? Okay. I'll just tell you how to do that, right? Oh, well, it's obvious. Average dollar win over average dollar loss. Okay. And break evens. Are there break evens included in on this? No. Okay. Well, just go. You put SR next in a new column there. Okay. Sure. SR. So, your break evens should be just either a tiny win or a tiny loss. So treat them as a tiny win or a tiny loss. So if it's a tiny loss, it's a loss. All right. If it's a tiny win, it's a win, because that will, it's kind of doesn't quite. As long as you understand what's going on, right? Some people just completely omit break evens. Like if it's $1 or a couple of cents out, right? They just go, well, it's just a break even. I'm not including that at all, right? So you might want to play with that, include them and exclude them, right? See what the difference is, okay? Because if you've got a tiny win, then it's going to really screw with your System R multiple when it should be. So, and another way of thinking about it is, if it's a tiny win on a break even, just treat it as a loss. Right? Yeah, don't include it. Yep.
So that's the commission basically.
Yeah, basically the commish, or sometimes. I mean, I did some yesterday. It was like $1, because I didn't quite get my stop loss in the right spot. Because what happened, I was teaching one guy, right, and what he would do is he would let's go here. Where am I? Yep. He'd go like this. Let's say it's a long trade, and he would do this. He would go. Let's say he enters here. Whoops. He enters here. Okay. Looking for a target up there. So it's, what is it? 2 to 1. Let's call it 2 to 1. 2.5 to 1. Instead of bringing his stop to there, he would always bring his stop just in front of break even. Right? And he would collect a whole heap of like these little wins. And then the win, it would make him have a really good win-loss ratio, but it would kind of destroy his system R. So it wasn't really telling the right story. Yeah. But as long as, you understand that, okay, about what you're doing with your stop loss, right? Yeah. Now, if you want the truth around, or make it look really good, okay, you always just put your stop loss like just so it's a tiny loss every time on a break even, and include all your break evens. Then it makes your figures look really good. Yep.
So at break evens as losses then.
Well, do you know what you can do? I'll leave it to you. You can either, if you've got a break even and it's like $1 or something, right? Just omit it, okay? Because what we want is, how many, larger stops do you take, and how many full wins do you take, right? And then do another one with them included, and see what the difference is, okay? But as long as we know what's happening, right? That's the thing, okay? Because if you don't understand that, then your figures can fool you, basically. Yep. Okay. First step of understanding statistics is understanding what's happening with that statistic, how it's calculated, and how it's formed, right? Okay, it's like Bayesian statistics. I'm sure you've done that, haven't you? Have you done Bayesian stats?
No, I haven't.
Well, you're in engineering, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, you must have done that. Anyway, look that up. That's an interesting topic on how, mostly in medicine, it can be deceiving. If they just give you, you've got a 90% chance of dying, but how did you come to that figure, right? Where's the bias in it? Yeah, and usually there's biases within statistics which give you a false answer. Okay. Anyway, okay. Let's keep moving. Where's the next one? Where are we up to? We're up to here?
So this is yesterday.
Okay, this is yesterday.
Yep.
Okay, so you went short on that. That's not a reasonably... Okay, let's talk about this one, okay? In here. This short in here. This short was because of it's come and touch the regression, is that right?
I think this was MA 100 retest, but I think there was also...
Where's the 100?
This one.
This one is too high. That's way up here. That's what? That's 35, and that's 38. That's 4 points difference.
I think I was trying to move it between the 50 and 382 level.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So let's just talk about this. This here. This has moved down. Okay. There's your retrace. That's first touch 382. You've made a higher low before it's broken this high. Okay. You've taken a trade based on second touch. Okay. First touch only. Remember? Okay. First touch only. All right. Okay, so that's that one. Have we spoke about this?
Yeah, this was during the live.
Yep. And that's break even.
break even.
Okay. Your stop management is good, man. Yep. You're standing. I know. I can see that you're trying to do the divergence in here. And where are we? We're coming up to this. Yeah. See how the SR's up here, all the way up here. Your trade's up here, mate. Up here. Okay. This is diverging. It is slowing down. Correct. Right. I would probably be, but you are still standing in front of a freight train because we haven't made any lower lows yet.
Yeah.
Right. And this here is your 5-minute divergence in here. If we go over 5-minute chart, it hasn't even made 5-minute divergence in there. But yeah, your trades up here, or bam, wait until that this big bearish engulfing, because that's the open of the. Oh no, it's not. It's not the open. It's the news, the morning news in the US. Anyway, yeah, just be careful not to. Yep.
Noticing I'm coming in early on trades.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, I do it all the time. Look at this as well on the 5-minute. There's a retouch of that regression, so it's still long. I mean, because look at how aggressive this is to the upside, right? I just don't want to stand against anything that with that level of aggression. So you might want to add that into your onto your notes that are in front of you. What's the level of volatility or momentum in that leg? Should I be standing in front of it for a read, or what is it compared to others? Do I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 up candles as a ratio to 1, 2, 2 down candles? Yeah. Might be. Look at this, how steep that is. Okay. And because we've broken all of this, we've broken this SR in here, it's just probably want to keep going until something major over here. So again, keep your eye on what we're doing with the 15 and 4 hour. Okay, is that it?
And then there was
last night. Yep.
This is last night.
Yep. So this trade in here is back up in there. There's your trade up in here. Okay, on the retrace, 50% leg as well. Sell. I missed that one because I was not watching my screen. That's your trade in there. Grogs took this one, which is good. That's a double top. That's a retrace into that midline. Oh, sorry, the regression, and 40 points easy.
I think this was the one where I moved the stop loss aggressively.
This one as well?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I would prefer you just to wait for the pullback.
Yeah.
Okay. And by your stats over here, SR pullback looks pretty good for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Start believing these numbers now. Yeah. We do need more on the others, but start believing these ones for sure. Okay. And it looks like you're gravitating toward that as well. And that's the thing. You've got a lot of strategies in here, right?
Yeah.
You don't need them all, do you?
No, I don't. I was sort of initially gravitating towards first stage VWAP and retest VWAP, but they weren't working for me.
Yeah.
That well, quite SR seems to be.
Okay, good. It's the thing. Everybody's got to find their muse, yeah? Why have we gone short here on the second? I even said it last night in the room. I said this has made a higher low. Your first touch is back up here. My battery's just about to die. Your first touch is up here, right?
Yeah.
You've gone and taken that short when we've made a higher low. So, okay, so might write this down. First touch only. Okay, do not take second touches, third touches. Okay, even if it's, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to take it. I really want to take it. Just don't. Okay,
Yeah.
first touch
Yep.
and the deep pullbacks, pull back into the regression lines. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
All right, cool.
And then this
Standing in
next
front of a
one.
freight train again, there, man.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the break of this. If this is even broken, we've just spoken about that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, man.
Okay, that's it. That's
Okay,
it.
you've got a lot to go on there, man. All
Yeah.
right, I've recorded this so you can rewatch it. Okay,
Sounds good.
and I encourage you to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Yep, so that we get those. We get what is it? Yeah, this
Yeah.
stuff
I'll
going.
watch that video.
All right, watch that video, man. It's gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Anything else?
No, that's it, Richard. Thanks very much.
All right, mate. All right, speak to you soon.
Cheers.
See ya. Bye.